And just take us to the HTA, ready for a circuit.
Four taxi to the HTA now.
So just repeat back to him.
Taxi to the HTA 04. Okay, not taking off yet, so I don't need to do my climb out checks, but yeah.
So feel that judder, that's the translational lift, so if you keep that speed going, remember your precision transitions. There we go. So we're tickling on the edge of translational lift.
So I need to get past translational lift.
But only for one, like a bit of a fast taxi, but that's a perfect speed there really for into wind, not too windy conditions. And then of course if you're downwind you just taxi a little bit slower.
Stop if it takes the final plan. Really, your runway 25 land discretion is the wind is come. Stop with it.
And just put us somewhere this end of the HTA. And when you're ready, just take us into the circuit, all your checks, all your RT.
Okay. So, pre-takeoff checks. Warning lights are out, RPM's in the green, all gauges are in the green, car heat is good. We're hovering at 24, just over 23, which is good. Do our spot check, clear right. Have a visual to the left there. We're taking off, requesting joint circuit left, aren't we? This is Black Phoenix 04 requesting joint circuit left 25.
Phoenix 4, stand by for traffic information.
Copy that, 04 standing by.
So just land us on here.
Activation enable 3, radio check information, taxi for departure.
Okay, then raise us back up into the hover. You're just going to let him land. It's probably better actually because we're going to go towards the core again. That's what probably hold position and it's probably for the best because we're going to do a PFO and then climb out as well for this one thing.
Tom, circuit yours out to the 7 down at 9, confirm a good negative RP once I'll give you a call when you're located.
Oh perfect, thanks a lot, Black Phoenix 04. Okay, bring us slightly to the left. Okay.
Got to big turn late final.
Okay, a little bit lower. Okay. So, engine failure in the hover. So react to the aircraft, keep it straight, cushion with the lever, so looking well ahead. Okay, just react to the aircraft. Good. So keep it straight with the pedal, pause, pull with the lever. And when you're ready, lift us back up into the hover.
That's a Phoenix 04, take off 25 discretion.
So you can take us on.
Taking off 04.
So transition us away, give yourself a nice amount of room. And then gently off to the left towards that corner. So follow me through. I have control.
Yeah, control.
So we're going out towards our circuit. We have got the guy there, so we'll maybe give him a bit of a scare. So we're watching ahead. So it's exactly the same as PFL, we just haven't got as much time, so we're not particularly high. So we're in our climb out, all looking good.
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Copy this. Thank you much.
So practice engine failure, the climb out go, so it's down the lever, back on the side, right pedal. Okay, so we're in our auto now, we've just got to go for whatever's ahead of us. Alright, and then we'll raise the lever and come back in. So we just had to accept that position ahead, so you have control.
I have control.
Gently bring us around to the left, nice and tight, keep us coming round to the left, and we'll come back in nice and quickly, all the way around, all the way around. Hold us there. So it all happens very quickly, we just got to go for that ahead of us, it's quite low. But it's exactly the same, the auto, down lever, back and cycle, right pedal, I'll close the throttle, little check up.
Yeah.
Keep that speed on though, because remember that's 65 knots in the end. Into wind we'll do when we come into final to the HTA, and it will just be what you did before, engine off. Alright, so take us around the circuit, do the tighter circuit, so you can go where the house is.
You can close this little door next to me. It's freezing.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's, no, that was good then. Okay, so what's your height? So we're just in a normal circuit now, downwind. What's that circuit height?
800.
Yeah, so remember attitude, power, trim.
Standard circuit. Oh, we've got horses there. Okay.
We just come inside these a little bit. Okay, so what speed is that circuit?
60.
So 70 on the normal downwind.
Okay.
800 feet. But keep us at 800 feet because we're going to do our into wind. And then you've got your free dat as well to do.
Okay. I would have done the free dat back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we not doing that
Yeah,
now?
so do your free dat check nice and quickly. We don't need to do radio though.
Okay. So fuel, we're good enough for a go around. Radio check. Engine lights are out, RPMs to the green, all other gauges are in the green. The direction we would have been heading is fine. The area would have been clear, and the trim is in and the transponder set to go for.
So don't let that free dat check distract your flying. Keep looking at that horizon. Okay. So I'll do the first one into wind. When we're into wind it's perfect because we've got the HTA is right there, or we might just have to go straight down to here or straight down to the end of the runway. So every circuit today, free dat check, but we want to fly 60 knots to 800 feet, 70 knots on your downwind, then your normal descent to 500 feet.
Okay.
So follow me through, I have control.
Yeah, control.
There's our HTA.
Would we have to call downwind as well still?
Yeah, but we've got negative RT. So there's our HTA. Keep on going forwards. So, practice engine failure. 3, 2, 1, go. Down leave back inside right pedal, close the throttle, check up. Bring us back to 60. And we'll just go for the west side grass. So we want to keep that 65 knots. There we go. So hold it there, hold it there. Ping that 40 feet. So gentle flare, nose up. Tighten the flare, tighten the flare, tighten the flare. Open the throttle, level. So we didn't have much wind, so we got a very fast run on today.
Yeah.
That's why it felt so fast.
Okay.
That little flare stops us hitting the ground, slows us down, slows us down, slows us down.
Okay.
So you have control.
I have control.
Just turn us around and we'll go back to the HTA. So we'll practice those two.
Okay.
So on the into-wind one, you just got to accept whatever's ahead of you, take it, but keep that speed on, enter that auto.
I assume we need to request taxi to HJ because we're crossing one of these.
We've got negative RT now, we're the only ones in the circuit, so we don't have to speak to them at all.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. I wondered what negative RT meant.
Yeah, it's quite nice. So a lot of airports, when the helicopters are separate from the fixed wing, you go to the other side of the airfield, you don't have to speak to anyone, it's quite nice. Now before you turn the aircraft round, gently and gradually downwind, bring it to a nice, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Then once you're in a hover, a nice spot turn, you can use this as your turning check. So you can check all behind, you can check everything's clear around.
So I can just take off?
Yep. Normally you'd say, oh, Blackfin 04 request circuit left, but we don't have to do negative RT. So easy on that power for that transition. Gradually move us away, just into a normal transition. That's that transitional left. Speed building towards 60 and just bring us nicely to the left there. Keep that speed on. Okay, so practice engine failure and climb out, go. Keep that speed on, keep that speed on. There we go. And we'll recover there. Flicking ahead, raise the lever. Climb this away. Good. Alright, so you've just got to go for that hair. Kept the speed on really well. And we'll go for a normal circuit now, just watch your power. Alright. So we can pretend that never happened. Normal circuit. But you see how quick it is, you just got to take it. Now the good thing is you kept the nose there and kept the speed on, because when we flare we need that speed. The temptation is to bring the speed all the way back, and then suddenly you come going into flare with.
I think it helps to understand the physics behind. You need to trade speed for lift when you get to the end, because like you said, it's too easy to say, I'm going too fast, I'm going down to the ground too fast. If you slow yourself down, you will drop.
Yeah.
And it's just making sure that can't be, sorry.
So first thing, aviate, fly the aircraft. So 70 knots, look outside, attitude.
Yeah.
Speed us up to 70. Keep us on our downwind leg. We'll do the normal circuit. So round the edge of the spire. Give yourself time. There's your 70 knots. Then you can put your power down. And then now you've got all the way from here to the end to do your free nut check.
Okay. So fuel, we've got enough for a go around. Radio check, black Guinea 04 downwind. Engine. Engine lights, warning lights are out, RPMs are in the green. Gauges are all in the green. Car beat, full car beat. Direction, we're heading parallel with the runway. The area
is altitude.
Altitude, sorry, 800 feet. And T. Trim is out, transponder is set, and is on, but we're on out.
So watch that height and turn a little bit forwards and left. Remember that offset seating, see how your speed comes back. Alright, so every second like that now. Attitude, power trim, 70 knots, 800 feet. Give yourself a second to breathe, then do your freedom check. Aviate, navigate, communicate. Now keep us at 800 feet again. We're not going to descend down because we're going to do our into wind. Okay. And we'll just go for the western delta again.
So normally by the time we get to the horses, we'd be at 500 feet.
Yeah, and you pat it down.
Yeah.
So look how solid that is now. Good. Nice and relaxed in that hand. Yeah, so you see when there's no wind you get quite a run on because you flare, it stops your height but it doesn't really stop your speed that much. We had about 30 knots rolling on there. It's better than having 60. So remember 65, 66 is too high, 59 is too low, in between the two. You'll lose 5 feet at the bottom. But just a gentle flare, tighten, tighten, tighten.
Information Golf, November, Echo, Oscar, November, request taxi, hangers to parking. November taxi is back to ground parking. Back to the ground parking, Oscar, November.
So looking well ahead, practice engine failure, go. We'll go for the, just anywhere in this area is absolutely fine. Okay, watch that speed, a little bit less speed. A little bit less speed, there we go. Hold us there, hold us there, hold us there. Okay, now gentle flare. Tighten, 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 tighten. Level. Raise the lever, keep it straight with the pedals. Good. Oh, really nice. So that gentle flare was really good, but you just carry on tightening, tightening, tightening.
Yeah.
As you come in. Alright? Okay.
So it's the initial flare is nice and slow, just to get the
just to
feeling
get
for
a
it.
feel, and you do that at your sort of 60 feet. Gentle flare, tighten, 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 slows down. You see we got a real run on because we got no wind.
Yeah.
So when you're ready, pre-takeoff checks, spot turn, takes into the circuit.
So to the right, so just put that to the left.
And we can transition from this position here.
Okay. Warning lights are out, RPMs on the green, gauges on the green, done for the spot check. Don't need to radio ahead, that's great.
Nice and easy. Nice and relaxed, nice and relaxed. Practice engine failure, go. Keep that speed. There we go. Now we'll come back. And we'll climb away there. Good. Right pedal. That's enough power. Bit mean to me, but good, you're getting that lever down. So you notice that you didn't have the speed, so you put the speed on.
Yeah.
When you offloaded the disc a little bit, the RPM came down, but then it came back as the speed built up. Right. So keep us climbing. We'll look at our downwind horsepower.
Where's that spire?
You can't really see it. The best thing is see this line of trees.
Yeah.
Out over the quarry. You wouldn't normally be this low. Big green field here. Line of trees. side of them there.
Say line of trees. What?
This line, you see that wiggle of trees on just on our left?
Yeah.
Stay to the right of that.
Okay.
Okay, follow me through, I have control.
Yeah, control.
So downwind, we're 180 degrees downwind, there's our 800 feet, straight and level. Okay. Okay, so practice engine failure, go down, leave back and sight, right pedal, close throttle, check up. We've got to turn it into wind, nice and quickly. A little bit of intern pedal, watch that speed, nicely into wind. And then we just got to accept whatever's ahead of us. There's that field there. Okay. We might have to wiggle it in to slow us down a bit to get there, so that we don't hit the trees at the end. Climb this way. So you have control. I have control. Alright. Climb us back towards the quarry. And just watch that speed. Keep climbing us up towards 800 feet. All the way to that corner. Left again towards your position, we'll get into the same sort of place. Now obviously on your downwind, if you're over these trees, you might have to go to that field in behind, or you might just have to dive across into here and accept a crosswind in our circuit. So hold that heading, keep climbing this up. Probably the most horrible lesson, this one, in terms of like your stomach going and all the stuff you've got to do. Now as you turn left a little bit forwards, remember, see where that compass is. Have a look at where the compass is now.
Yeah.
Remember that position when you turn left and it'll keep your speed the same.
Okay.
Okay, keep us at that height now.
Request base service and ATZ transit. Hello Boyle.
So there's our line of trees.
We've got two Boyos on board. We're going from third time to the 2K. Currently about 5 to the west. Level at 2,100 feet. We're looking to transit your 80%. On down to Harbour.
Nice and relaxed in that hand. Just bring us a little bit more left there.
Roger, Romeo Zulu, understood, the QNH is 1017. Sorry, say again your altitude, Tom?
So a nice positive turn, don't let that speed come back too much. A little bit of intern pedal will really get you around, okay? So looking well ahead.
I'll just get his level.
Okay, so practice engine failure go.
04, what's your level, Tom?
Downwind descending quite fast, like 04.
Sure now, thanks.
Watch that speed.
Romeo Zulu, report entering leave with the 80 that the helicopter's
A little bit back on the side, then keep us coming round.
That's copied, we'll go, and copy the traffic. Looking forward to go time later on.
Yeah, kind of trying to get to the 2 going back.
Okay, so keep us coming right.
And, stock up on booze and flags.
Towards the left. Okay, we're just about going to get in there. And we'll raise the lever, climb us away there. Good. So we'd have flared into that area. Nice. Okay, nice and tight round to the right. Good. It's a nice turn. I'll just say that there. Nice turn. Just initially, the speed went quite high.
It did, yeah.
So just watch that speed as you come round. Good. Now let's say we're in our downwind. We climb up a bit higher. And let's say you're over here and that field's ahead, you've just got to go for that field. So there's our spire on the left.
Yeah.
Some people shooting down there. Archery, I think it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good spot.
And then these guys are playing pigeon tunes. stay away from those areas then.
Starting getting random objects hitting the air.
So keep us going towards that clear area ahead.
Blackbush information, good answer.
So if we were doing the freedom checks, fuel would be enough for a go around. Radio was flanking in 04 downwind. Do we need to radio? Warning lights are out, RPMs are in the green, gauges are in the green. Full copy.
Direction failure, go.
Takeoff is just centre and westerly, head to the 80s air Donna, southeasterly track.
Downwind, I just need to turn and
Okay, so you've got to think pretty quickly.
right.
Copy, driving do.
Let that nose come back. Get us coming round, get us coming round. There we go, level the aircraft. We haven't got much time to flare. Opening the throttle, raise the lever, climb us away to the right. Nice and tight to the right. Right, there we go. Very good. Just straight over here. Just keep that power and bring us back to 53. So if you ever want to climb quickly, 500 feet a minute is 60 knots, bring us back to 53. Don't move the power. Gives us our best rate of climb. Look at our rate of climb now, 900 feet a minute. We're really good on that one. You thought, oh yeah, I'm downwind, nice tight turn, but really had to hook it round then, just because we glided for a little bit longer into wind, but really nice. We would have been okay there. Okay, good. Horses field to the left.
Change back over to Farmer, 125.50.
Steady chap, man, keep tonight.
Take it steady, chap. See you later, Jamie.
It's good, we're smashing through these, so we've only got the crosswind and the base to do. The base is a bit harder because this area is active, so we can't go below 500 feet, but we'll do it somewhere further out there to the HTA. So we'll do another one to the HTA this time with the flare.
Okay.
Enjoying it?
Yeah,
Gets the
it's good.
gets the old stomach going, doesn't it? It's a bit like sort of sporadic, but in an emergency that's what you'd be feeling like anyway. You just got to go for whatever you can get that aircraft into. The bloke over here, he just picked one of the fields, managed to get into it, took the wings off, but he walked away with a few scratches and bruises. So what we'll do now, keep us flying in that direction, okay? And I want you to start an approach towards the west side grass. Okay, just a normal approach.
To the west side grass.
Yeah, just past the taxiway, just anywhere there. Okay, so just a normal approach. Just get that thing down. So we're on our finals, nicely into wind. Practice engine failure, go. Barely have to lower the lever, do you? We're already in descent, get that speed up good. Now look well ahead now, freeze that picture. A little bit slower, watch that speed there. Gentle flare. Okay, hold it there. Flare, tighten it. Level the aircraft and raise the lever. So what do you think on that flare, what happened?
Fled too soon.
You didn't flare too soon.
Too much.
Too much, yeah, because we suddenly went up that little bit, didn't we? So, little flare, and then gradually tighten. If you tighten it if you go for it all in one go, the aircraft's go like this.
Yeah.
Back down. Right. Good, so back up into the circuit.
Do we have to radio?
No. And just take off from here, we're all clear behind. Just so we can get more in.
Establish information, Golf Charlie
Tiny
Delta,
bit of right
Romeo
pedal.
X-ray, request end of information, radio check and taxi.
So Charlie Delta, same direction information, 5, taxi for the Alpha hold 25.
So hold right to
QNH
this corner, we want to get a
1017.
lot of height.
Taxi holds point Alpha, runway 25, the left-hand circuit, QNH 1017, Golf Charlie Delta, Tango X-ray.
Your ear's going as well. I think it's because we're going up and down like this.
I also think I notice it more because of the noise cancelling.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah, you will.
when it's fairly noisy, it,
Establish information, Golf Charlie Delta, Bromley Mike, request the radio check airfield information and taxi.
That power.
Papa Mike information 5, taxi by the one-way.
Practice send and failure, go.
25, QFE 1005.
okay, so we're
Golf
crosswind.
Charlie Alpha, QFE
Where are the fields?
1005, Golf Brother Mike.
Choose that field around here.
Lower that lever. And open the throttle, raise the lever, climb this away. Nice and tight round to the left. Good. Alright.
Would I have made that?
We might have just gone towards the hedge probably on the other side. A little bit of right pedal there. So with your RPMs, they stayed at 90%. You didn't quite get it all the way down.
I didn't
We
know.
weren't quite at the bottom.
Okay.
Alright. So if you hear that horn come on, just nudge it down. Alright. Try and keep the speed stable.
Okay.
So I didn't demonstrate across them, you did the right thing, turn straight into the wind. So like this, our spires over here.
Yeah, it was a bit of a compromise between, there were two fields I think I could have gone for.
Yeah.
If I'd have turned around straight away, I would have gone into the hedge more.
Yeah.
Perhaps I could have delayed the turn a bit more.
I wouldn't have delayed the turn quite as much.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we sort of turned away and then held us away. Get into your crosswind straight away, so little turns to keep you crosswind. Then you can lose that height, then turn into the field. So your options, in the climb out is the quarry, and your crosswind is those fields there. If you've got your height, if you're down when you've got this, or you've got that, you might just have to go straight in towards that. Alright. So if it failed here, you might get to the left if you're quick thinking, but in reality you might have to go straight ahead.
Yeah.
You've got that clear area there.
Okay.
So if you cut us across nice and tight now, we'll look at the base leg. Alright. Just hold us on that heading straight towards those factories. So the airfields are potential clear area. On our base it might be the horses field or these areas in here, they are sort of clear.
Request taxi to Blue Plane parking.
Right for back to the Blue Plane taxi.
So we'll aim to go down the runway on this and still do a flare again onto the runway.
Okay.
But we're on our base now.
Thank you, taxi to Blue Plane, Golf Echo Alpha.
So follow me through, I have control.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, on our base leg. Practice engine failure, go. Okay, so remember it's easier to lose height, so hold off. And then we can just turn it nicely into the wind, into our clear area. There we go, so there's our runway. Keep that speed on. Well ahead. Good. So it's a gentle flare, 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 level, raise the lever.
Blackburst, hello,
So you have
Jamie,
control.
Charlie Bravo, Zulu Romeo request.
And just taxi us, continue the transition. So speed us up into the transition, we'll take off straight away.
Alpha 25 left-hand circuit, QNH is 1017.
Roger, 5 also on the radio, taxi holding point Alpha runway 25, QNH 1007, Golf Zulu Romeo.
1017 to QNH.
QNH 101, thanks, sir.
And bring us round to the left.
Traffic is full.
Go ahead, 04.
Yeah, Tom, the runway's not probably going to be available now. It's going to be quite busy with fixed wing. And it's normal course when you can.
Okay, all back to normal now. That's on copy, Blackfigure 04. So it's going to be normal radio now, alright?
Okay.
So for everything.
Blackburst information, hello, Golf Zulu Romeo Zulu 2. Request joining information on the North Atlantic Fleet after.
Practice source landing, go.
00, hello, 25 traffic, QFE 1005. Report defending dead side currently certainly accurate.
There we go. Open the throttle, climb, so good.
Call 1005,
There we go.
QFE and the
Watch
runway
that power.
50.
Runway
Nice.
25 left hand, sir.
25 left hand.
Well, absolutely awful in the climb out, isn't it? You got like, by the time you thought about it, you're already towards the ground.
Yeah, there's definitely no time for radio checks or brace, it's just...
No. A little bit of right pedal in that climb up. There we go.
I'd like to think that if the passengers feel that we're suddenly dropping, they might realise that it doesn't normally do this. This
Yeah.
is not normal.
No, exactly. Engine failure, go.
Over the field there. Come round.
Nice and tight. Watch that speed. Open the throttle, climb us away. And nice and tight round to the right. So you've really got to eyeball these.
Yeah.
Keep this coming down to the right. So think about how easy it's going to be when you do your PFLs normally. Okay? So flying defensively now. Keep us climbing 53 knots. Watch that power. So that's option still potentially behind us. We've got a clear area there. Might be able to get to there. Now we've got that field ahead. So just take us around for a normal circuit.
Golf Bravo Mike Alpha, ready for departure.
Golf Bravo Mike, runway 25, Dave, discretion instant with 310 degrees, 10 knots. Helicopter traffic in the circuit, fixed wing joining dead side.
Copy, traffic, thank you.
So we're downwind.
So fly it first. I want 700, 800 feet, 70 knots.
Report downwind, copy the traffic, Golf Zulu 2.
The horses.
So keep going then.
Oh yes, the winds.
So just a normal circuit.
70 knots. A bit high. Normal circuit as in coming into land?
Yeah, that's just completely normal. So what's your speed for your base?
60.
15 inches, 60 knots.
Golf Tango X-ray, holding Alpha, ready for departure.
X-ray, runway 25, instant wind. Please calm, take a discussion please, on the roll if you can. Traffic is about to turn final helicopter.
Taking off, Golf Tango X-ray.
turning dead side, runway 25 in use, left-hand circuit, QFE 1005.
And just a normal approach into the HTA.
Runway 25, left hand, 1005, runway active and 3 in the circuit. Golf, Mike, uniform. Golf 00, left, downwind 25, left hand, switch number 1 on final. 00, report final. Report final, 00.
Lincoln 04 on final. Lincoln.
Golf Bravo Mike, late downwind, runway 25, touch today.
Phoenix 04, HDA, land discussion is downwind calm.
Left is 04.
Golf, Bravo Mike, 1 ahead, full stop, report final.
Report final, Golf Bravo Mike.
Golf 30 Romeo, hold point Alpha, ready for the departure.
Romeo, runway 25, report lining up, traffic mid-base.
Lining up, Golf 30 Romeo.
So start bringing that power in. We're a bit steep. Are you getting in?
No.
Flat Phoenix 04 going round.
Left Phoenix 04 going around.
Okay, follow me through. I'm just going to do a circuit. So we've done all our pre-takeoff checks, post-takeoff checks, spot turn, taking off, and transitioning away. Okay. How's that arm?
Transmission's all blocked there.
Okay.
Alright.
So then I climb out.
Zulu runway's occupied for you there.
So in the climb out checks, warning lights are out, RPM's green, gauges are all the green. Car beat, we can adjust that to 15 inches. Okay, and we're clear all above. So 60 knots, we're going to just continue this climb. Then we're going to follow the road, so nice and gently around to the left. Maybe just going to hold it there, clear to the right.
Guys, I'll report to the dead side, a picture with everyone at the moment, so I'll get dead side and I'll let you know in a second.
Yeah, 1005 Dan.
1005.
There's our crosswind, we're still not at our 800 feet, so we're just going to keep climbing. To our green field. Green field, still not at 800 feet, so we're going to do a nice level turn to the right of the line of trees. Now anticipate by 50 feet, so 750 feet, attitude up to 70 knots. There we go, hold it there. Power, lower that lever back down.
Golf still around here, check from 125
those pedals. Okay, so we're about 19-20 inches downwind. Now we're all settled, free that check. Okay, fuel sufficient for go around radio, Black Phoenix 04 downwind.
04 report final, there should be a 628 somewhere.
Wilco, copy Black Phoenix 04.
It could be dead side of the place.
Engine warning lights out, RPM's in green, gauges are all green, full carb heat.
QFE 1005.
And we're just holding that 70 knots.
1005.
Direction with downwind, altitude 800 feet, trim is in, transponder to out 7010. So we don't start the free that until we're at that 800 feet, 70 knots.
So when you call when you're doing the free down, you're calling downwind.
Yeah.
Is that when you're intending to land, or just whenever you're in the circuit?
Whenever you're in the circuit downwind, you always do a free that, so always call downwind. Okay. Then we're just going to keep that 70 knots, 800 feet. Here's our white building that we're going to turn around the back of towards the horse field. Takes us around the back of the barracks, so turn towards the horses, keeping that 70 knots, 800 feet. We know our car beat's full. Then we're going to pat the aircraft down. Okay, so just remember from back, there's a while since we did circuits. So down on the lever, back on the cyclic right pedal, 15 inches, and just gradually bring that speed back to 60 knots. It gives us a load of time to get the aircraft towards those horses. So there we are, 60 knots. Now we're just going to keep it 60 knots, so 15 inches, there's 600 feet. Okay. Anticipate by 50 feet, so there's 500 feet. We're just going to raise the lever, power, We're going to hold that attitude for 60 knots and keep it in balance. Then we're going to turn towards our HTA. Nice and easy. Now what happened on the approach, you didn't get the aircraft down quick enough.
No.
You didn't lower that lever. You let the radio take preference over flying the aircraft. Okay, so once you've turned...
Okay, turn it down with visual 1 ahead and visual 1 behind.
Tango back to report final, also rotary on the long final.
Report final,
One downwind on the left, vision on the left.
Black Phoenix 04, final for the HTA.
4 HTA land discretion is in the wind, 330 degrees 7.
My discretion, Black Phoenix 04. Okay, so there's our HTA, 60 knots, 500 feet. We're just going to keep going towards it. There's not that much wind today, so it feels like we're going to go towards it quite quickly. But whatever happens, we're just going to keep the HTA in that position. Now when you start your descent, you can think about, it's like a slow auto rotation, like a mini auto. Get the aircraft going down, so there's our sight picture. Down the lever, back on the cyclic right pedal. See how we sort of got it going down. Then we can use that lever now to keep us in the middle. Okay, there we are. So keep it there, keep it coming down, keep the HTA in that position. Right. There we are. The HTA staying there. 300 feet, start to bring that speed back. So tiny bit of nose up. Keep using that lever. Okay, hold it there. So it's quite quick with little wind. 200 feet. Carb heat away. And then gradually start bringing that speed back. So bring the speed back. As you bring the speed back, you want to bring that lever in.
I can inform you short final.
Got my uniform, fine.
Gradually bringing that speed in. Keep the aircraft going forwards. Keep it going forwards. We're bringing the speed in. We haven't got much of a rate of descent. Keep it going forwards. Keep it going forwards. Keep it going forwards. Keep raising the lever. Keep raising the lever. Into a nice hover. Lower it down. Nice and gentle. So loosen up those feet. Your feet are quite...
Yeah, they are rigid. Yeah, I can feel
Loosen. Right.
Okay.
So that's what we're aiming for on the circuit. Okay, so 70 knots, 800 feet, nice and steady. 60 knots, 15 inches, 60 knots to 500 feet. Sight picture approach technique into the HTA area. So we'll just do one circuit at the end. Okay, now just normal circuits. All your pre-takeoff checks, post-takeoff checks, spot turn, last circuit left. Into the circuit all the way back to HTA.
Right, that's what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, pre-takeoff checks, warning lights are out, RPMs from the green, gauges from the green, about an inch, heartbeat.
Lima Tango, check here, down lock, runway 25, land discretion, 350 degrees 7 off.
We have to request
So lift into the hover, post-takeoff checks, then your spot check. Last thing you want to do is your radio.
Golf, brother Mike is turning final 25 for full stop.
Mike, runway's occupied, switch to vacate.
Golf, brother Mike.
Okay.
Golf, my uniform,
Pre-takeoff checks, so we're hovering just over 23, which is great. Warning lights are out, RPMs are still in the green, gauges from the green.
Mike, looks like the switch is getting time to go to the end of the runway now.
Spot check.
It would appear so.
Right.
Golf, my uniform, request taxi fuel.
Uniform, thanks, taxi fuel.
Golf, my uniform. Exit tax birds locked down, means other side to go to the end.
Got one coming in from the
Yeah,
landing.
one block, but no problem. And we can expedite, please.
Expediting, runway landing.
Mike, land discussion, 25.
Landing, brother Mike.
Left 04, requesting a joint circuit left.
D4, hold position, please. Traffic on the runway to vacate.
Wilco, Black 04.
04, take off runway 25 discretion.
Taking off 04.
Nice and relaxed in that hand.
Okay, climb out checks. Clear above. Warning lights are out, RPMs are in the green. Gauges are all in the green. We're not doing a trim, so I'll leave that in.
On your circuit, temptation, you can just cut the corner. Don't cut the corner because it gives you more time to climb up here, which gives you more time when you're downwind for your free lap.
Golf Bravo Mike out, Delta, request taxi FS.
Check to the head.
Golf Bravo Mike.
Okay, 800 feet, 70 knots. Pre-DAT checks, fuel, we've got enough for a go around. Black Canoe 04 downwind. Engine, lights, warning lights. Okay, 04. RPMs are in the green, gauges are in the green. Secure, no, we don't need secure any old engine, full carb heat. Direction, we're heading parallel to the zip. We're still at 800 feet, a little bit high, a bit fast, so let's go down. And transponder is set to 7010 on alt.
Now you can breathe for a second. Just chill it all out a bit.
Yeah.
There you go. Just stay here.
04, how much longer do you think I have to need the circuit for, Tom?
This is the last one.
This is the last one, 04.
Blackwood information, this is table 4, request for taxi, airport noise and radio check.
04, reliability 5. Holding 1 Alpha, runway 25 left hand, QFE 1005.
Reliability 5, runway Alpha 25, unit QFE 1005, table 4.
And again, you've got a bit of chill out time in your descent. Don't let that speed build away. Just keep it at 70. Nice and relaxed in that hand. Good. Again, don't be tempted to cut across. Just take it out to the field. And nice and
Golf Bravo Mike, part 2.
Mike, Roger, get the shooting to call part 2.
Black Canoe 04 on final.
All our discussions, Lincoln.
Black Canoe 04.
So you've got the whole HTA area. You've got the HTA, but you've got the whole area. If you're not going to get into the HTA, just extend it a little bit further. Especially in lighter winds, you find you travel further. But really work that lever. that nose up. It's going pretty quick. Hold that nose up, hold that nose up.
That's 200 feet, can't be away.
Establish information. Student Golf Bravo, Papa Bravo, Mike, Part 2.
Bring that power in.
Mike
Keep us
taxi on
edging
1 over
forwards.
runway 25, left hand, QFE 1005.
Taxi Austin Alpha, runway 25, left hand, QFE 1005, Golf Bravo, Mike.
Lovely. So when you started bringing that power in,
Yeah.
although we got to 30, 300 feet, as we came slower, our rate of descent got lower and lower and lower, so we're nowhere near that vortex ring. Good. Okay, so take us back to parking.
Flight finish 04, request taxi to parking.
04 back to parking.
Flight finish 04.
So there's that translational lift. Keep us at that speed. Now, when there's light wind, you can taxi a little bit faster, no problem. But especially when you're downwind, you've got to take longer to slow the aircraft down. So keep us. See how we're teetering on the edge of it. Just push us a little bit further forward. Still teetering on the edge of it. Keep us going forwards. Keep us going forwards. There we go. Okay. Then work the lever and the pedals. Just keep that picture outside, and then anticipate stopping at the H a long time before, and just gently back on the cyclic and just slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Okay. There you go, you can start slowing it down from here. Start bringing that power in. Now if you had sort of 10 knots tailwind, you wouldn't taxi like that, you'd taxi really nice and slow.
Okay. We are parking on the same
Yeah.
so pad. I was going to say pad, not what so.
I knew what you meant. If it was a Watts, it would be a big yellow puffy thing.
Golf Bravo, Mike, Alpha, ready for departure.
Mike, leave a discussion, runway 25 into the wind calm.
Taking off Golf Bravo, Mike.